There are moments in Formula One that don't just test drivers, they expose them. Pressure so intense that a single mistake can define a season, a career, or even a legacy. And right now, that very spotlight is burning hottest on my own Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. What was once a partnership built on promise has now transformed into one of the fiercest rivalries we've seen in modern Formula One. And the stakes couldn't be higher. For the first time in over a decade, McLaren isn't just competing, they're leading. Both of their young stars know that only one can walk away with the ultimate prize. Norris, however, has just made a statement that has left fans stunned. Piastri looking over his shoulder. The MCL39 has turned into a weapon capable of winning anywhere, in anyone's hands. That much is clear. But what has made this season so electric is how little separates the two men behind the wheel. We've seen qualifying sessions decided by margins smaller than the blink of an eye, wheel-to-wheel battles that leave no room for error, and victories that come down to pure nerve under pressure. Piastri came into the year with momentum, clinical, composed, and making the most of every opportunity. Norris, meanwhile, carried the burden of expectation. He was McLaren's golden boy, the man groomed since 2019 to bring the team back to glory, but early stumbles, most notably his high-profile mistake in Montreal, opened the door for critics who questioned whether he truly had the steel to fight for a championship. Then something changed. Since that moment, Norris has gone on a tear, winning 3 of the last 4 races, clawing the gap back to just 9 points, and reminding the paddock that he isn't here to play second fiddle to anyone, not even the new prodigy in papaya. And that brings us to the moment that has lit this championship fight on fire. Norris was asked about the tension inside McLaren, about what it means to face his own teammate for the crown. His response was telling. He didn't sugarcoat it. He admitted the fight is brutal, exhausting, and only getting tougher. But then came the statement that struck at the heart of it all. I think the battle between me and Oscar is already tough, and it's going to continue to be tough. It's pretty small margins between us, but I will try and come back even better. That's not just a driver reflecting on the challenge, it's a declaration of intent. It's Norris saying, out loud, that this fight will not break him. And it's the kind of mindset that sends a message not only to Piastri, but to the entire grid. Underestimate me at your peril. What makes this rivalry so fascinating is the echo it carries of another infamous chapter in Formula One history, Hamilton versus Rosberg in 2016. 2 teammates, 1 car, and a championship that nearly tore Mercedes apart. Back then, the fight descended into bitterness, accusations, even sabotage rumors. And as much as McLaren might wish otherwise, the same ingredients are here. Who gets called in first for the pit stop? Whose strategy gets priority? What happens when 2 drivers are running first and second, but only one can win? The smallest decision from the pit wall could ignite a storm, and in today's social media era, every call will be dissected, magnified, and weaponized by fans and pundits alike. For Norris, who has lived through the pain of being doubted, of being branded, not good enough, the margin for error is non-existent. For Piastri, who burst onto the scene with a ruthless calm, the pressure of defending his lead while the veteran in papaya hunts him down is a test unlike any he's faced before. And it isn't just about ego, it's about legacy. If Piastri wins the title in only his 2nd season at the very top, the narrative of McLaren's future shifts dramatically. Norris, once the heir apparent, would suddenly be recast as the number 2, the nearly man who couldn't get it done when it mattered. That kind of dynamic change inside a team can fracture relationships beyond repair. Just ask Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton. But if Norris completes this comeback, if he takes the fight all the way to Abu Dhabi and wins, it would be the ultimate validation, proof that he isn't just quick, but resilient, relentless, and capable of carrying the weight of a team's history on his shoulders. And make no mistake, McLaren's history is heavy. So here we are, staring down the second half of a season that promises to test not just speed, but character. Norris versus Piastri isn't simply about who's faster. It's about who can withstand the relentless grind, who can handle the pressure without cracking, and who will seize the moment when everything is on the line. And as Zach Brown himself has admitted, these two are going to clash. It's inevitable. The only question is whether McLaren can manage the fallout, or whether we're about to witness the kind of implosion that makes history. One way or another, the 2025 Formula One Championship will be remembered for this fight, for this rivalry, for this collision of ambition, and that's where you come in. Because Formula One isn't just about what happens on track, it's about what we make of it, the stories we tell, the debates we have, the passion we bring. So let me ask you, who do you believe will come out on top? Lando Norris, the driver fighting for redemption, or Oscar Piastri, the rookie-turned-contender looking to seize history? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's see where this debate takes us. And if you've been gripped by this story, make sure you're subscribed, because this isn't just a championship, it's a battle for identity, for pride, and for legacy. And trust me, you won't want to miss how it ends.